All right, we're now going down to where we want to go backwards, meaning that I give you the graph and you're supposed to write the equations. And it's wanting both the absolute value and the piecewise. So for me to identify that, I've got to look here on the graph and see that this is back 3 and up 2. So that negative 3, 2 is my critical point. It's my vertex. It's my HK of my absolute value function. So I need that first. Then the second thing I need to look at is what's the slope? It's going up 2 over 1. So my A value is going to be 2. So here I go writing the function, f of x equals, actually, before we write the function, just kidding. Let's write out the formula in case you need it for reference. A x minus h plus k. Okay, now we go plug in. My A value is 2 minus a negative 3 is going to turn into x plus 3 plus 2. How'd you do? Same thing for this guy over here. Let's write out the formula. Okay, so writing out that formula again, in this one, I need to go identify that critical point and count the slope again. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4 to the right and up 3. I see that my HK, or my critical point, is at 4, 3, and my slope this time is down 1, right 2, down 1, right 2. And I can tell that it is going down second part. Anyways, it's a downward orientation. So that means that I'm going to have a negative A value in front, x minus 4 plus 3 for my function. All right, what we learned today is the relationship between how close these two functions are now going to be. So down here for the piecewise, I literally know that I can just take this exact function, 2x plus 3 plus 2, 2x plus 3 plus 2. It's the exact same function. Instead of bars, there's parentheses. But looking up here, this is a graph that's going down first and then up. So I want to put the negative slope with the top function because the first piece is going down and the second piece is going up. Now I go do my domain. This domain goes from negative infinity up until negative 3. Where does that negative 3 come from? Right here is that breaking point of the domain. So remember, if it's a positive 3 in the equation, it's a negative 3 in the graph. We'll look up here at the graph. Do you see how the graph is going from negative infinity up until negative 3? And then it changes course and does something different for piece 2 right there. So that negative 3 is that breaking point. So then it goes from, then it goes from 3 to infinity on the backside. And let's include 3 with that bottom one. Pause the video, you try to go write the next piecewise of the second one. Okay, how'd you do? I can literally just copy down. This one's 1/2 x minus 4 plus 3. And this one's 1/2 x minus 4 plus 3. They are the exact same function. In this case, notice that it's going up first and then down. So the top one's my positive slope, and the bottom one's my negative slope. What's my domain? My domain has the breaking point right here at this 4. So we say that it goes from negative infinity up to 4, where it's going upwards, and then it goes downwards from 4 to infinity. I'm going to include the 4 on the bottom one. How'd you do? All right, solving equations. You just did this yesterday. You are a pro at it now. Let's see how you do. I could have negative 3x equal to the positive 18 option. I could have negative 3x equal to the negative 18 option. First, rewrite the expression twice equal to positive or negative options, and then you can start solving. I'm going to get that x could be a negative 6 or positive 6. Remember that you can write those answers together like in list form. Here I go to the next one. It's already isolated. I'm ready to split. T plus 5 could be positive 8. Or t plus 5 could be negative 8, and then I solve each piece. I could write it in list form. Next one is not isolated. I got to do some work first. First, we got to move 5 over. And then we got to divide by 6. Okay, now that I've got it isolated, now I can split this piece. I could get x plus 2 equal to positive 4. And I could get x plus 2 equal to negative 4. My list form would be negative 6 and 2. Pause it, try the next one, then check your work. All right, did you add 4? Okay, now that it's isolated, now I'm able to split. I could get 3x plus 2 is equal to positive 3. Or I could get 3x plus 2 is equal to negative 3. There's my two answers. I can write them in list form as 1/2, negative 5/3. Are you getting good at solving these? Yay!